Hello and welcome back to Chill Chatter. That's Sue.
That's B.
And today,
for the last one. Keep going. I'm sorry. We forgot to do that for the last episode. That was my bad. I was supposed to do that. Anyways, go ahead.
And today, Sue is going to be reading some Reddit stories for us.
That's right, baby. And today's theme, I had some trouble finding these stories just because I didn't know exactly what we wanted. Because, my theme is creepy woods stories, but per suggestion of one of your gal pals, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I didn't exactly know if we wanted creepy, I want to do creepy hotel stories and stuff eventually, especially since it's starting to near Halloween and stuff like that. It's September, let's go. But these are all from r/deep woods creepy.
Perfect.
From Reddit. So, I hope this fits the theme if this is kind of what we're wanting to do. So, I don't know. Give me a yes or a no on these stories. Okay, so the first one, it's called Hair Raising Hike. Also, I don't know if these are just creepypasta. I'm pretty sure they're not, but, Reddit's a mind of its own, and it can be a troll world on here. So, I hope that these are real. Okay. About 6 years ago, I was in a Oh, let me start over because I already messed up. Great! I can't read! Okay. About 6 years ago, I was in fantastic shape and used to take my then toddler on long hikes in our local woods around state parks around Oregon. One Saturday, we decided to do a 10-mile loop around a local reservoir. We packed a lunch so we might stop at a midpoint. I also always packed my kiddo a second set of clothes due to the proclivity for finding gross things. I don't know what that word means. As was usual, said, okay, I don't know if I can read right now. I think that's a problem. I think my brain's just tired from work, honestly.
No, okay. If we need to do it another night,
we can do it. We can knock it out. I want two stories. It'll be quick. Okay. As was usual, said toddler had a lot of energy at the beginning of the hike and would run 20 yards or so in front of me, stop to look at the plants, help me identify things near the trail, and of course, find a good stick. After about 3 miles, the 4-year-old wanted to be carried for a bit. No biggie. Hoisted the tot up onto my shoulders and off we went. We reached the half-mile point. The day was a beautiful April day in Oregon. We had encountered a small drizzle early on, but that just delighted the small one. Temperatures were such that a light flannel shirt was perfect, and I rolled up my sleeves after walking 2 miles with an extra 40 pounds on my shoulders. We ate lunch and continued on our way. About a half-mile after eating, my 4-year-old's demeanor began to change. They became quiet, and I didn't want to run down the path or engage in looking at plants. I thought maybe they were just tired and our lunch break hadn't been long enough. However, we continued on. Soon, I noticed that the ever-present sounds in the woods had stopped. It was eerily quiet, and all I could hear was the sounds of our feet hitting the ground. The hair on the back of my neck started to prickle. I only had my hunting axe with me, so I found a hefty stick for myself. My 4-year-old asked if we could turn around. This kid doesn't like to turn around, especially on loop hikes. I didn't hesitate and said yes. I managed to fit them against my back and use my backpack to keep them in place, kind of like a Lila baby carrier. My head was on swivel as I quickly walked back the way we came. After about a quarter mile of feeling of uneasy and being watched receded, the normal noises of birds, insects, frogs, etc. all resumed. A couple days later, I saw a local Facebook post that a logging crew who was on the opposite side of the hill we had hiked on had spotted a mama mountain lion and her cub. No idea if that's what me and my kiddo had no idea if that's what had me and my kiddo spooked, but it was definitely the most scared I'd ever felt on a hike. We went back a couple months after that and brought my husband with us. We did the whole loop and never encountered that feeling again. What do you think? Was it actually what did I say, mountain lion or something? Or do you think it was something else in the woods?
I don't know.
I want to believe it's something else because I love that kind of stuff.
I do too, but I at the same like I want to believe it's something else because she's safe and her little tot is safe.
My tots. I love that. I also think that like we are such animals. Like, what am I trying to say? Our instincts and our survival instincts, if we're being hunted, like obviously we're going to go back to our roots and we're going to be on like high alert, especially if there's no noises in the woods. Like, have you ever been in the woods and heard no noises? The creepiest effing thing in the world. Like, get out of there. Get out. Get out. Get out.
My dad has traumatized me from the woods. We were camping and it was dark, and he told me and my brother that we were going to go snipe hunting. Whether snipe is an actual bird or not, I don't know.
It's not. It's fake. Okay, anyways.
So we get out there and like it's pitch black. There's no noise, and he just leaves. Like he just runs off. I'm like, the fuck is snipe hunting? This is not what I thought we were doing. I thought we were hunting for a bird that only comes out at night.
It's like it's the bird on up. That's what. It's supposed to be a snipe or whatever. Like, you remember the old dude was like, here, snipe, snipe, snipe. He's like, go hunt the snipe. That's what you can do for me. Yes.
Okay, well. Yeah.
We had also just watched, I don't know if you watch Atlanta at all. Also a phenomenal, crazy TV show. Like, I had to watch it with Brayden in the room with me. I couldn't watch it by myself. It's just, you never know what's coming next. And I love those kinds of TV shows and, like, podcast or whatever, but it was crazy because they were camping and they were hunting a snipe, and they were just like trying to trick their daughter and be like, oh, it's just a snipe, and they actually caught like something that might have been a snipe, but it was just like little, and the little girl like killed it or like almost killed it or hit it on the head or something. But that also scared me. I'm like hair raising on the back of my neck kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Would you ever stay in like a creepy hotel with me, like a haunted hotel that we knew was haunted? We could podcast from it.
I mean, I might do it for one night.
Yeah, one night. Just one night.
I don't know about a whole weekend.
No, not a weekend. Just one night. I can barely handle a night. Let's just rent the room and stay the day. Like,
that's perfect. Oh, I just fit everywhere.
Perfect. I just can't like sit there and take all this creepy haunted stuff. I can't sit there and do it because I feel like I'm a Scorpio, so I have like this deep connection to like haunted things. No, but I feel like I can on a sixth sense feel a lot of stuff, and I don't like it when there's like a lot of
You're a Scorpio?
Yeah, what are you actually? I don't know.
I'm a Taurus, but my cousin is a Scorpio also.
No way. That's
why you feel like you know her on a deep level.
We know it. We go way back from like, I think we met in the 15 BC is when we first met. And that was like our second life, I think. She might have been on her third. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, maybe that's it. We're like rooted in the stars or something.
Yeah. That's funny.
I don't know if I fully believe like all of it, the star signs and stuff, but it's fun to like talk about and be like, yeah, I do identify with a lot of Scorpio stuff, and like it's just cool to see. Most of it's accurate.
I also like to see like the compatible, like who, like I'm a Taurus, so it's cool to see who I'm compatible with and not. But sometimes it's spot on. Like me and Leos, if it's a man that's a Leo, I've had bad luck with those.
I'm dating a Cancer man. No, I'm just kidding. I think Scorpio and Cancer are like fit though. Leo men, holy shit. Leo women, love.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, this is kind of getting off topic from the woods.
So it's our freaking podcast. Get off my back. Okay, I have to zoom in to this. Okay, this is also from second story. This is also from r/Deep Woods Creepy. It says, oh, this was posted a year ago. What's the creepiest thing you've seen/heard on your property/land? I live in upstate New York, Shenango County. That was not right. Dude, so about the same time last year, we let our dogs out like usual, and only one of them came back. ended up finding the other one. I live in the middle of nowhere, LOLs. Anyways, we get in our vehicle and go to look for the other dog. A little up the road is in one of our fields full of bushes and brush. I seen something out of the corner of my eye, so I focused on it. The thing was a light tan, very long pit bull, body/fur, but its arms and legs were formed outwards like a human doing a push-up, both front and back legs. With human-like muscles, I couldn't make out the face. I seen it for a second as it walked backwards into the bushes, and that was it. Never seen it again. I tried looking up so many things, could never figure out, oh no, what it was, but I've never seen anything like it. Now, about a month or so ago, same dog went on an adventure super late, and it was a little dark for me to want to explore anything, LOL. Me and my boyfriend walked around our land with flashlights looking for her. She's black, and we started hearing a weird animal cry out from across the road on our neighbor's property. I listened for a couple seconds, trying to make out what it was. But again, I've never heard something like that, so I started to panic, thinking my dog was hurt. As I got closer to the sound, it got quieter, almost as if it didn't want me to follow it. So I immediately ran back over to my boyfriend, and we just waited for her to come back, which she did. But again, I tried to listen to every strange sound ever recorded in New York and couldn't find anything. I also know what the animals localish sound like that make weird sounds, and it wasn't any of those. A lot of people around have said they've heard strange sounds while walking in the woods or trails, but obviously never want to explore. I don't know, what could it be?
Maybe that she's hallucinating, or like, what is she smoking?
I think she's seen something cray. I think she off her rocker, honestly, a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't really look. I didn't
Maybe
read these all the way through before I brought them up. Yeah.
No, I
Okay,
love
here's
it.
the first. I know, I do too, kind of. The top comment, I live in northern Minnesota, and the only creepy things I've heard or seen so far has been natural. I heard wolf barking, something I didn't know that they could do, by the way, while walking down to the pasture to get my horses to come up for the night. Almost shit myself inside out. Horses don't waste any time coming up to bed either. Also have heard wolves howling, but that's less alarming because it's easier to identify, LOL. But my property had a horrible, heavy, terrifying, bad energy for a while. I was just scared to be outside at night. I was scared to be on the backside of my property during the day even. I did a protection ritual. No one roasts me for this. I didn't care if it's not real. And it worked either way. Or I tricked my brain into thinking it would. The overwhelming feeling of dread on my property has been gone since I did it. That's cool.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't like, I will say that I do enjoy like supernatural things and like hearing about them and thinking about them and talking about them, but at the end of the day I don't believe it. I don't know why, but I still get like anxiety and stuff from it, especially if I'm alone at night in the woods, like
Right.
what's this? There's this one podcast that I used to listen to, and it used to keep me up at night because Braden works overnight sometimes and I couldn't go to sleep. What the fuck was it? Believing the Bizarre on Spotify. Believing the Bizarre. Crazy. It was like monster stories, ghost stories. I mostly like the ghost things. Like, I don't love the monster stuff. Have you ever heard of
Yeah.
oh crap, I'm not gonna remember the name. This is me trying to explain anything ever in my entire life. Do you know that one thing with the stuff? Literally. Okay, you talk for a second. Let me try to remember this.
I don't really know what I've. I'm
I'm gonna Google it. Also, per our last podcast, throwing away money is illegal.
It is illegal.
Jail. It is illegal to damage or destroy currency.
You felon.
Jail. Jail.
I'm gonna start singing the "Locked Up" song by Akon. Have you heard that?
No.
What about
Send it to me.
Locked up, come let me out.
Yeah. I like the bad boys, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
So what do you think? Was
That's funny.
it do you think she was just smoking something strong, or do you think she was hearing something weird?
The first, like the post about the lady and hearing or seeing the dog's arms going out like a human, I think she might be
Yeah.
crazy. But I
Yeah.
also don't believe
Yeah.
in that kind of stuff, like you said.
No way.
I don't
You don't
know.
like you really like you don't believe it at all. Like you'd never like even if someone was like, I blah 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 blah. Is it a night?
I just feel like if that was a thing, like, is it the next Bigfoot where you just don't capture a picture of it? Because, like, don't
I'm
you
like
think more people
50-50
would
on the Bigfoot thing. I don't know about
spot
that
these
one.
things? Yeah, I don't
I
know.
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
The thing I was talking about, it's called a skinwalker. Do you know what those are?
Skinwalkers. I've heard about that, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to
I've
lift
heard
it up
about
for you.
those.
Can you see any of those photos?
I can't.
Word. All right. So like it's like a creature and it's supposed to, I don't know if it's in the Midwest or not. Here's a website about it. Okay, skinwalkers, wendigos, and the witchery. So like I'm trying to find like a quick Google explanation. What is but they'll like disguise themselves as like your dog and waiting to be like and they'll just be like staring at you like from outside the
Ew.
door and just like they'll mimic like your loved ones voices to lure you out into the woods. um
These are
there's just like
real?
so much crazy stuff about it. I don't think they're real, which I don't know. Oh, here's a little blurb about it. Okay, skinwalker. In Navajo culture, a skinwalker is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. The term is never used for healers. It means, in translation, it means by means of it, it goes on all fours. That's just, I don't like that definition. That's a bad definition. That sounds icky.
It does sound icky.
I just hate feeling creeped out. I also hate the dark, period.
I like it depends. I hate the dark, but I also love the dark.
Man, I'm not gonna be able
It
to
has to
sleep
be pitch
tonight.
black for me to sleep.
No way. I need
Yes.
my night light. I need my little light.
I like it pitch black, my box fan going on 3, the highest speed it can go.
Oh gosh.
I don't
The
want to
box
see
fan.
what's happening. I don't want to hear what's happening. I just want to sleep.
I sleep with the covers like like I'll pull them over my head and only have my mouth showing so I can like breathe out of this little hole. But I just get so like cold at night. I want to cocoon. So I'm the opposite of what you're doing with the box fan. But that's
Yes.
funny. Third story. Are you ready? Okay, this
I'm
is from
ready.
6 months ago. It's titled My Relaxing Evening Walk in the Forest Turned Very Creepy. And just let me reiterate that these might not be real. I realize that, but it's fun to read them, okay? And we're going to pretend that they're real. Okay.
I like it.
Perfect. This happened a couple months ago after one of my work days. I remember this so well because this creeped me out so very much in the moment and still does. I walked into the nearby forest, not too far from my home, thinking I'd go for a nice little evening walk there to get my mind off things. The sun was setting, but it wasn't too dark though. I did have my phone with me for a flashlight if I needed. I was walking down the path that I usually walk on. It goes through the entire forest, maybe 1.5 kilometers distance. After about 5 to 10 minutes of walking, I noticed a person standing under a tree. They were standing totally still with a bicycle by their side. I remember they had neon and black sports clothing and no lights. I stopped to look and observed that they weren't doing anything. They were just standing there staring at something, and then they turned to stare at me as soon as they noticed me. I felt weird about the whole thing, so I went on to another trail, which would be the quickest exit out of the forest, speed walking the whole way. Then I heard the footsteps and some aggressive ringing noises of a bicycle bell whatever it's called. I don't know. I ran out of there as fast as I could and hid behind a big rock and some pine trees. I don't know if I'm a coward, but this really scared the soul out of me, so I don't care. I stayed there for a while, and once things quieted down, I quickly went back home. TLDR, went for an evening walk in nearby forest, saw a weird person acting weird. The person did a weird thing, ran away and hid. I don't know what TLDR means. I think that means I'm bad at Twitter. I might Google it real quick. So, what do you think that was?
So she saw, maybe, but like when I think of a person in a bicycle with a bell, I think of the little, what's the guy with the red and white? He rides on a little bicycle. It's a scary movie. Oh, Chill Chatter listeners will let us know in the comments what his name is.
Yeah.
Yes!
Just a PSA to Chill Chatters. Let us know when we're wrong. If we're right, give us a pat on the back, please. But please be nice and correct us if we are wrong, because we are often wrong. It's bad.
Often.
It reminds you of Saw. Okay, that's interesting.
I mean, that's just what I picture in my head, but did she actually see the person?
She said she saw a person standing with a bicycle. She's looking out the window. What's out there? No, she said she saw a person. I noticed a person standing underneath a tree. They were standing totally still with a bicycle by their side. I remember that they had neon yellow and black sports clothing on, no lights. So like maybe they were just a biker. I'm also like,
yeah, maybe
could bring up a murderer.
Yeah, like in my head, it's probably just a bicyclist. They were in bright clothes so people could see them. But
someone said
creepy.
Yeah. Someone said, do people normally ride bikes on this trail, or was that out of the ordinary? She said, I never see bikes there. The weirdest thing of all is a cyclist using a bell. Cyclists universally hate bells. How unnatural.
They do? I did not know that.
I didn't either. This was 6 months ago, so... That's what I'm thinking of, too.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, this is a description of him. Someone's asking, like, do you remember anything about him? Like, give us specific details about the man. And she said, I think it's a woman. Was it a woman? Did I mistake that? I don't know. They. I'm just going to say OP. Okay, older man in his 40s to 50s. Didn't see hair color, but no facial hair. Average height, skinny. I didn't see any facial expressions because he had a big sports sunglasses on, and I'm bad at recognizing others' feelings and expressions. Thanks, autism. That's so funny. Okay. I don't know. When I was hiding, I heard the ringing noise from the original spot where I saw him. It sounded really aggressive, though. It went on for at least 15 to 30 seconds and stopped. Then I heard distant footsteps, and then it was quiet. He was gone after that. Ew, it's getting ickier and ickier. I don't like.
Yeah, where'd the bike go?
Don't know.
Sorry, I'm thinking way too deep into this.
Please do. It's so much fun. Oh, by the way, TLDR, it's like a little edit at the end, kind of. It says, it stands for too long didn't read. And that's just the sum up of the story. Sorry. Just for future us and me, because I didn't know what that meant.
I see.
Oh, crazy.
That makes sense then.
Childish Gambino. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next story, but these are all pretty creepy. Like, I don't like them. I'm definitely uncomfortable, and I'm squirming a bit. Okay, this is my last story for you, and these are all pretty short because I feel like we need to talk more, and I need to read less because I can't do that. Okay. This is from 5 months ago. It is also from r/Deep Woods Creepy. It's called Creature Sounds Late at Night in the Wilderness in the Winter. Very long title. Okay. So, yeah, my husband and I are avid backpackers in Oregon. We go out all seasons, including in the winter in the snow. So we were maybe 3 miles into the Jefferson Wilderness near Three Fingered Jack. This was in 2023. We had only gone that far because the snow was sometimes up to our hips with snowshoes on, and there wasn't a trail to follow, so it was rough going for us, especially with our 2 dogs. We set up camp and settled into the tent for the night. It was probably around 11 p.m. when my husband stops me reading out loud. We read LOTR out loud to each other when we camp. What's that? What's LOTR?
LOTR?
I have to Google it. I'm like
Look.
not fluent in Reddit.
Look over.
It's got to be something like Lord of the Rings. We should have guessed. Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it stands for Lord of the Rings.
I said
okay,
look over there.
Look over there. We were reading look over there to each other.
Lord
but
of the
that's
Rings.
good acting. Yeah, we can use LOTR for look over there. But it'd be look over there, or like, cause just TR there. Look over
there, right? Look over there.
Look over there, right? Look over there, right?
Right.
Okay. New term for us. I love it. Okay, so it was probably around 11 p.m. when my husband stops me reading out loud. We read Lord of the Rings out loud to each other when we camp, and says tersely, "What was that?" I kind of laughed, thinking he was pulling my leg, but then I heard it. The hair-raising, chilling vocalization. It sounded like a mix of a moan and a wail, if that makes any sense. I was instantly disturbed. I was like, oh, that. I looked at our 2 big dogs that tend to be protective and bark, and they were just cowering and shaking. It kept calling, and then more started answering. There were 3 total as far as we could tell. I was like, welp, good night. We aren't reading anymore. We are going to lay here quietly and hope whatever is out there doesn't get interested in us. And that's what we did. I fell into an uneasy sleep, but my husband couldn't sleep. He said they continued the sound for 3 hours and then they stopped. Never did find out what they were. I looked up vocalizations for every single animal I could think of, even looking up things like wolverines and birds. Nothing sounded remotely right. I could kick myself for not recording it. It simply didn't occur to me. I have camped and been out in the Cascades my whole life, and I've never experienced anything like that, and I hope I never do again. Dun, dun, dun.
Do you want to take a guess of what what was it? A moaning well?
Let me look. It was
not a moaning well.
It was pretty descriptive. A moaning whale. This hair-raising, chilling vocalization. It sounded like a mix of a moan and a whale. All right, if that makes any sense.
Do you want to guess at what? Let me hear your best moan. And
moan whale. Okay. Wait. Was that good? Was it good? Because like starts off as a moan and then goes into a wail. It kind of just sounds like a siren though. Do yours. A moan whale.
I can't.
I was about to spit take.
Like, I think of Finding Nemo when Dory's talking well, and she's like, whoa.
That's a good one. Yes, you just sounded like so much like your mom. Oh my gosh.
Are you saying my mom sounds like a whale?
No, I'm not saying that your mom sounds like a whale. She just makes weird noises a lot. Am I wrong? Am I
No,
wrong?
you're not.
Okay. Like the humpback whale.
I'm
I
tears
see.
in my
I don't know. A moan whale.
mouth.
Um.
I
Okay. What?
Nothing. Just keep going.
Nothing. Okay. This comment says she wants to speak in the microphone.
Letter.
What do you
Letter
gotta
speak.
say?
Meow.
Do your best moan whale. Okay, anyways. Look up the Sierra sounds on YouTube and
That's
see if
funny.
they sound like what you heard. They allegedly came from a Sasquatch. The vocalizations have been analyzed by several voice experts who have concluded that they weren't made by any known animal or human. And OP says, I'll look it up. Exclamation points.
Interesting. Why would you
Sasquatch,
stay?
someone said. Well, like, what, they were hiking, so they just, like, their car is probably miles away. They probably went up there to hike. Like, their car wasn't probably like a minute walk, you know, it was probably like a couple, at least an hour, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
I don't
You're
know. I don't
right.
do any kind of crap like that, so I wouldn't know personally.
Well,
'Cause
let me
I
tell you, the
hate
last
hiking.
time I went hiking was with your mother, my mother.
Yeah, same probably. They
and
make
my
us do shit
grandmother.
like that.
And I thought it was just going to be like a little 2-mile hike. You want to know how many miles
Never.
it was? It was 8.
10. I'd be pissed. I
I
would
was
be
so
pissed.
mad. I was like,
I wasn't there. Why was I not
no,
there?
I don't know why you weren't there.
Probably was too smart to know, like, not go, you know?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, let's go for a hike. You know, it's cool out, whatever. 8 miles. When I realized we were going on the long trail, I was so mad. I was like, you owe me a beer after this.
You owe me a case
So we
of beer.
did. We did. We went and had a beer.
Oh my goodness. I would be like, 8 minutes? All right, I'm done.
Yeah.
My mom and I are going on a girls trip. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And she's like, they always do this hike. Like, we have to go on this hike. My mom's not that annoying. I'm making her sound a lot more annoying. And I was like, I am not fucking hiking. I'm telling you now, I'm not doing a hike. I don't care how pretty the picture is. I don't care how good it's gonna make me feel. I'm not hiking. I don't hike. I don't do outdoors. And I don't do stamina.
Yep.
We are gonna hang out with our family in a couple weekends, and they're probably gonna like trick us into trying to go on a hike or something.
I'm not. I will
I'll
not be.
pretend to like pass out, and then you can like carry me to the
Yes.
car. We'll be like, bye.
Bye.
See ya. Let me see if I can find any other comments on this. Oh, this one's good. This says, this was terrifying to read. You are lucky your dogs were not barking and making noise that might have brought whatever it was closer. Someone said, moose? Question mark. That's awesome.
I mean, maybe. Maybe it was a
Crazy.
moose. Maybe. I don't know.
Crazy creatures in the woods. But I do have our next episode ready to go. Red episode.
I'm ready.
I already got 5
Excited.
stories. Me too. It's not that good of a like title, but the like episode itself is fun. It's gonna be fun.
Are there any hints
Okay,
of
let
what
me
it
see where
might be?
we're at. No.
Okay.
Snap.
I thought
dang.
I would try.
Sorry. Snap, crackle, pop. Sorry.
Can we talk about how excited I am for in a couple weeks we get to record together in person?
I'm so sorry. That was probably so loud. But I'm so stoked. Like, even to just see you in person, I'm like stoked. So
Same.
I think it'll be so fun. We're gonna record TikToks and we might even vlog. I don't know yet. I need a personal vlog too for our girls' weekend. Maybe I'll do both. My phone has a lot of storage.
That's a lot of work. And also shout out to Sue for all the behind the scenes work she does for this podcast.
It's about to become a lot less because I'm just going to start posting these without editing them. So they're going to be way more real and raw and embarrassing for the both of us.
I'm here for it.
I know. Oh, it's just so bad. Okay, well, do you want to close this out, Miss Ma'am?
Sure. Let's close her out. Me? Close it out? Personally?
Yep, you. You, girl.
It's me.
Shut her down.
Okay. We just wanted to say thanks for watching and leave us some comments on how you felt about these stories. Do we need to go creepier? Or do we need to do less creepy? Do you guys like to hear us talk more? Tell us know.
Yeah, give us some like episode recommendations, like for me to find certain stories because I can change the theme each week. There was something else I was gonna say. I don't remember. Oh well. Oh, tell us if we're wrong. I love that. But please be nice because we're just girls. Truly.
Kindness goes a long ways. That like it goes a long way when you're kind about it. So
go tell Brina she looks super hot. I just called you the wrong name, but anyways, okay. We love you guys.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.